Good day, fine people. A very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, and we're on the Super Nintendo looking at Prince of Persia, published by Konami in 1992. It's a game I've already looked at on the Commodore Amiga, the Mega Drive, and the ZX Spectrum. ZX Spectrum was interesting. The Mega Drive was one of the best versions I've seen so far, but I played most the Commodore Amiga. But essentially, it's a strategy platform puzzler with great animation all the way through, where you must avoid sort of like traps and all that sort of guff. But essentially, the evil Jaffar is set in the Middle East. This thing has kidnapped the princess and is going to force her to marry her. You must escape the dungeons to save the day and probably marry her yourself. Now, the Super Nintendo, or the SNES versions, apparently has got to have, supposed to have extra levels, so we'll see how that one is played. On the Amiga, I probably did about 2 or 3 levels. At the Mega Drive, I got off the first one because it was pretty much the same sort of layout, so we'll see how this one goes. But there's be equal frustration as you try and get a bit further. Now, if you completed this game, let me know. You have a limited amount of time to complete it. If you don't do it in the time limit, you have to start all over again. But by that stage, hopefully you learn what all the traps are and all the tricks are, and you can steam through it like a super professional. Well, that's the idea. Anyway, the time's ticking down. The princess is locked in a room, and you've got 2 hours. Yes, it's 2 hours to try and save it. So 20 dungeons plus probably some extra ones. Will I complete the game? No. These are never walkthroughs. It's all about how you would have found the game in your first or second go, and this is the first time I've actually played this particular version, so we'll see how it goes. But it was a stellar title on all the other systems. So let's have a look. This is demo mode. This isn't me, so this is somewhere you can get. Look at all those horrendous traps to try and negotiate. Right, here we go. Prince of Persia. I think you could probably just put it on easy, but anyway, there's training as well to get used to the controls, but I should be able to do it now as I try and get used to this controller. Prince of Persia, that's you. Persia, now called Iran, of course. Level 1. There's interesting music playing, so we do these slight step forwards as we go through these skulls and stuff. Jump up, but we can't get through that cullis. There'll be pressure points. Switches to hit and all that sort of stuff. Don't drop too far. Now my energy is on the bottom left. You can see by those 3 vials filled up with red stuff. That will gradually go down. On level 1, I think you're trying to find a sword so you can do battle against one of the palace guards to escape from the first dungeon. Right, so graphics are good. It's got great definition compared to other versions. It's up there with the Mega Drive version at the moment. Do check out the other versions of this that I have reviewed. I think to the right there'll be the sword man. Yeah, so we haven't got a sword at the moment, so fighting him will be disastrous. So we have to go looking for the sword. And it's this way. Jump. Check out the frames of animation here. Right, now it is the first gap we need to jump over. Bit of a run up. You can do a long jump, a standing jump, and these step forwards like that. There's a pressure thing that's going to open this portcullis, hopefully. There we go. And don't fall on those spikes, it's just suddenly zipped up. So it's I like the flame animation, so it's quite similar in level design first of all to the other versions I played. So in theory, I should be able to complete level 1 at least. Right, anyway, will I? I don't know. It's quite easy to make the odd mistake here. And then make the same mistake over and over again. Right, the portcullis is coming down, so let's wait for it to go down. I'll be running over a pressure point you can see about 1 step ahead of me, and then jumping across. Would I have played this a lot back in the day? Well, I did on the Commodore Amiga version, so if I had a Super Nintendo, I probably would have done the same thing. It is better than the Amiga version in terms of the colour in there, but the gameplay is pretty much there. It's a puzzler that's going to, absorb you gradually as you get through. Now, I think there is a hole here with extra energy, but I'm already on maximum energy, so let's just show you what that is. I thought the floor collapsed somewhere. Yeah, so it's going to, there we go. And there is a thing. If we press the button there, we can drink that. So more animation there. Good. Mysterious, moody music playing there. So, it's quite advanced looking for a Super Nintendo version. Generally, a lot of their games go for some cartoony type stuff. This is a bit different. It's going to take you on an adventure. Whoa! Now that middle thing would have fallen down there, so I've done that quite okay. This looks a little bit. This looks a little bit different to what I was expecting. Now what do we do? Right, we need to go down, deeper and down into the dungeon. Right, down. Whoops. Need to step a bit closer to the edge there. Come on, young fella, my lad. You've got a princess to rescue from the evil Jaffar. If you are a princess being forced to marry an evil like visor in the Middle East, then comment in the comment section below and I'm sure someone will come and rescue you. Right, hang on a minute. Oh no! See, that bit's different. That bit is different. I don't remember that at all from the Amiga version. Is that different? Comment below if it is different. It looks a little bit... yeah, anyway. So you have to start all over again. And that's where frustration can potentially get into it. I think a lot of people might have destroyed controllers if they got to the same bit each time and then made the same mistake and had to start all over again. But it just adds to the, you know, congratulationly excitement if you do actually complete the thing. Right, okay, now, this is a non-swearing channel, so if you want to watch it with your kids, you're absolutely okay, but this game could test me a little bit. 1 step, 2 step, trigger. So you get the general idea, don't you? But a big thank you to the subscribers. If you've watched this far in and haven't subscribed so far, please consider doing so. We've got lots of Super Nintendo other reviews there in the playlist. You want to check those out? Whee! And other systems too. Thank you for subscribing. If you have done, whoa, I'm getting a bit cavalier here. If you have done so far, good. A huge thank you to the members too, which is keeping this thing running. Eventually we will have reviewed everything ever that we can go long enough, apart from the really rude stuff, which I won't touch with a barbed pole. Right. More of the home, yeah, I suppose more Spectrum stuff, and I don't think it's Nintendo sort of like censored quite a lot of their stuff, if not everything, so you won't get too much rude stuff there. Right, hang on a minute, I'm trying to get this gateway to open and not close. There's one sensor opens it and one sensor closes it. Maybe I can just do small steps forward. No! Oh no, nincompoopery. You know what's going to happen here, don't you? Yes, we've got to start all over again. And he starts all over again. Yeah, level 1. You can see how you might start hitting yourself over the head with a frying pan now. But look at all the shading on the brickwork. I don't think you can turn this music off. When I say that, you could probably turn the sound down on your TV or something. 115 minutes left. Already that's not long enough to complete all the dungeons. ZX Spectrum version I think had a poke for infinite time, I think. Whee! Right, now, come on. I think the Amiga I might have got to either stage 4 or stage 5, I think, advancing. Sort of thing you could do now with save states. You can probably get a lot further. Come on, big nose. Down you go. Hooray! Right, now, jump across. Biff. Boff. Ding, 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 ding. Get down funky. Energy's looking pretty good. I mean, yeah, it'd be good to try and find the sword. The levels seem to go in a different direction after a certain point. The Amiga one, you just kept going horizontally this way until you come to you come to the sword, and you backtrack to where you come from in the first place. And then fought that guard, and then there was a door you just walked through. So it was fairly, once you got used to it, it was fairly straightforward. This has got a bit of extra stuff in it straight away, almost as if it's getting ready for people that have already played the Amiga version. Maybe that is the case. Right, Buff. Right, come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, yeah, I did this. Oh, nincompoop. I did this first time last time, maybe because I'm thinking about it too much. I'm thinking too deep, man. Yeah, deep, man. Press button to continue. Well, belly button or this button? Right, level 1. That guy's chained up there. He didn't do very well with escaping. Looks like he hasn't been fed for a little bit. But this isn't going to happen to me. Here I go. Right, come on. Forward, forward, drop down like a clown. There we go. There's the Superman. There we go. He's stopping me from escaping. He's a palace guard. He's paid one credit a year. Don't make mistakes. That's a good tip. So a platform strategy with good frames of animation. You can only control one guy. You can't decide what he looks like or different characters or anything. But that's okay. He's got no shoes on. Maybe he can buy some in the next life. Right, up and away. So you know how to do the first bit, don't you? If you you... Oh, I thought I was going to die then. If you lost one bar, if you played this a lot during the day and completed it, it's a bit frustrating for you to watch. But if you get frustrated by gameplay, you shouldn't really be watching this channel, because you're watching it for the wrong reasons. It's all about having a bit of fun, beating a bit of stress, talking a bit of retro nonsense, and more importantly, seeing what the game would have played like on your first or second go, and would there have been enough there for you to go back and play it again. Now, the quality of this game, the production quality of the sound, the music, the animation, the level design is enough for me to have gone back quite a few times. Whether I would have completed it, unlikely, but I would have got to a few levels like I did with the Commodore Amiga version. It's much more in advance than the Commodore Amiga version, probably because the system can do a little bit more. But equally, the gameplay of all these is pretty much level, regardless of the graphics and of each one there. So, you know, it's good on every system I've played it on so far, Prince of Persia. It will not let you down, ever. Right, well, not this original one anyway. There's other ones, Sands of Time on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 as well. I'm not sure what they're up to at the moment. This is where it all started, before it all went 3D. This is a 2D adventure. Now this, unless I'm remembering wrong, this is where the levels start diverging from the other versions that I'm aware of. Right, can I'll go this way maybe this time. Just drop down. Look at that stonework in the background there. We're in the darkest of dungeons. Right, don't mess up this time, Nick. This will be my last go, I think. Ease way down. So you've seen how much the gameplay. Oh God, what a wally! Right, I'm gonna have to have another go now, aren't I? Despite saying that's my last go, you need to lower yourself down on the other side. Man! Right, level 1, again. Will I ever get off level 1? Probably not. I think there's probably, on the SNES version, there's probably some passwords. I would imagine. They wouldn't expect you to do this all in one go. There's probably some passwords after each level you can just type in and zip to it. And they'll probably be online as well. So if you get stuck on a particular one, look those up and you can jump to another stage. But, yeah, that split my trousers. But the worry on this one, the main problem you're going to come up against is the time factor. Bomb, 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 bomb. So it's speed. It's a speed run. So the first go like this is where you make all your mistakes and just learn how to play the game. And then essentially to complete the game you need to do a mammoth speed run to do it within the 2 hours. So this is just a foray really. This is like the scouting party for the main party come along and do the business. This is your groundwork, this is your practice, this is your revising for Mastermind. 110 minutes left, so I've already spent 10 minutes getting essentially nowhere. Raise the portcullis. Right, now, just ease myself down there. It's all about, well, at the start anyway, these pressure sensors in the floor. Why don't they just have a normal switch? Imagine you had a pressure sensor to turn your lights on in your house and had to walk over it, and someone walked over the off button every time, your cat or something. That would be so annoying. If your cat does walk over your sensors, turn all the lights on and off, then comment below. See, I've lost a bit here. I think I'm going to go falling to my death quite soon. I don't think I'm going to get off level 1, so sorry about that. I think it's the first review of this where I haven't got off level 1. They've made it different. Or maybe as I'm getting older, maybe I'm getting gradually worse. Don't know who's keeping these flames alight, but well done them. Maybe it's Maria from Jet Set Willy. Doing some work eventually. I don't think Jet Set Willy come out on the Super Nintendo. I don't think users would have been that interested. Right, here we go. So we're the right side this time. I'm a bit nervous I'm going to fall to my death again, but anyway, we got down there. Now what's going to happen? No way that way. This way. So this is confidence, isn't it? That is top confidence from this guy. 2 hours you got to... Right, here we go again. Looks like we're going down. Maybe we'll get to fight some big dragon. All I want to do is find a sword, really. Remember, you've got to go all the way back again to find that guard. Oh! I had to go round the other side, didn't I? Curses, blast, and the other one. Curses, blast, and the other one. Well, there we go. A great game. It's going to take a lot of practice, which probably come across there. But hope you like to have a look at that game. I think it's really good, but it's a little bit frustrating. But it absorbs you. It's an adventure. It's a quality game. So that was Prince of Persia on the Super Nintendo, the SNES, if you will, published by Konami in 1992. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.